What's up guys, CJ here and welcome back to another all-new Hybrid Network weekly recap, catching you up on all the biggest news from the past week that you might have missed. In this week's recap, we've learned about DC's shortlist for Birds of Prey, production beginning on Star Wars Episode 9, several new castings for the Joaquin Phoenix Joker film, a first look at the upcoming Terminator soft reboot, and we'll catch you up on potentially the final chapter in the ongoing James Gunn saga. Starting right at the top there, we've learned some new information about DC's upcoming Birds of Prey film. The movie, directed by Kathy Yan and starring Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, is just beginning the casting process ahead of beginning filming in January. Maybe controversially, it's beginning to sound like the movie is not going to feature Batgirl as part of the team, despite initial reports to the contrary, but it will star the other two major members of the Birds of Prey, Black Canary and Huntress. Starting with Black Canary, the studio has multiple actresses in mind, but two top their wish list, Blake Lively and Vanessa Kirby. Lively is really still a big name in Hollywood, and this would reunite her with DC after Green Lantern. Kirby is actually less known, but she's earned praise for her roles in The Crown on Netflix and more recently Mission Impossible Fallout. For the role of Huntress, we only know of one name on WB's list, Alexandra Daddario. The actress who you might know from Baywatch, True Detective, and San Andreas would play Helena Bertinelli, who has actually appeared as both black and white in the comics, and it's worth noting for both of these roles, even though all three of these actresses listed are white, they're apparently seeking any ethnicity. They're not looking for one specific race. As I said, the casting process is just getting started, so we'll have to wait and see what happens, but the ball should be rolling soon because filming begins in just 5 months. Next, strap in and get ready to return to a galaxy far, far away as Star Wars Episode 9 has officially begun production. The film, set to be a conclusion for the Skywalker saga, is returning Force Awakens director J.J. Abrams to the franchise. We know very little about the movie so far, literally no title, no confirmation of a setting or time period, and no clue about where the characters will be in the universe post The Last Jedi. But the movie has begun filming in Pinewood Studios in the UK, and so we may learn more about it shortly, but don't hold your breath. I mean, production around these movies is usually incredibly secretive. We might not even learn the title until next year if the timetable for The Last Jedi and The Force Awakens are any indication. The Finn faithful should get excited though. If recent Instagram videos posted by John Boyega are any indication, the stormtrooper turned resistance hero could have a much more physical role in this film, or at least he's working out like he will. Jumping into the DC universe, we've gotten even more information about the upcoming Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie in the form of 2 new castings for the film, and this movie just gets more and more interesting by the day. First up, it was revealed that actor and comedian Bryan Callen, who you might know best from his role in The Hangover or his role as the gym teacher on The Goldbergs, would be joining the film. Callen himself confirmed this and added that he's playing an aging stripper, but it's unclear whether or not that was a joke or if it's going to be his actual role. Then just hours later, it was revealed that comedian Marc Maron, who you might have seen earlier this year in Glow or heard on his podcast WTF with Marc Maron, was joining the cast as well. Of the two, it looks like Maron is going to have the more significant role, as Variety revealed that he'll play a booking agent on a talk show hosted by Robert De Niro's character, who books Phoenix's character on the show and has a huge part in his eventual descent into madness, and of course eventually becoming the Joker. The cast is actually coming together nicely, and we might have really rounded out most of the central characters, with Frances Conroy playing the Joker's mother, Zazie Beetz playing the female lead, De Niro playing a talk show host, and now Callen and Maron joining Joaquin Phoenix. We should learn more about the final few characters in the coming weeks as the film begins production in New York next month. In our next story, Terminator fans get excited because the franchise is back. The upcoming 6th installment in the series is filming now, and we have a first look at 3 of the film's central characters. The returning and ever badass Linda Hamilton as Sarah Connor, Mackenzie Davis as Grace, and Natalia Reyes as a character named Danny Ramos. Reyes' character Danny is said to be kind of the new female lead for this franchise. I mean, not much is known about Davis' character, but looking at her, you gotta think she's like a Terminator, potentially fighting for the human team, right? The movie's said to be something of a soft reboot for the franchise. I mean, it's not gonna undo everything, but it is wiping the slate clean back to Terminator 2, so forget about 3, Salvation, and Genesis. The movie's also gonna return Arnold Schwarzenegger in his iconic role, with other franchise newcomers Gabriel Luna, aka Ghost Rider from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., and Diego Boneta rounding out the central cast. On to our final story, and arguably the biggest one this week, the James Gunn saga might have finally come to a close. According to a new report from Variety, Disney will not be rehiring the director for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. If you haven't been keeping up with the story, Gunn came under fire 2 weeks ago after conservative pundits dug up tweets by the director from 2008 to 2012 that included offensive jokes and comments about topics like rape and pedophilia. Disney fired the director less than 24 hours after the allegations surfaced, and there was almost immediate pushback from fans, actors, directors, and other figures around Hollywood, including Drax the Destroyer actor Dave Bautista. After the cast published a joint statement urging for Disney to reinstate Gunn as director for Volume 3, rumors spread around the industry that the House of Mouse might have been considering bringing the director back after all, as they hadn't started searching for a replacement yet. Then Variety dropped an exclusive and seems to have laid those hopes to rest. Citing insider sources, the report claims that Disney was absolutely not considering bringing back the director, as the tweets just were so offensive that they literally cannot coexist with their family-friendly image. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens. Obviously, there is no director on the radar right now. The Variety report says that Disney is comfortable waiting for the right A-list filmmaker to come available and take the reins, but the bigger questions remain. I mean, are they still going to use his script? Because this movie was apparently supposed to set up big things for Marvel's Phase 4, which now kind of seems up in the air. Will the movie even make its 2020 release date? We don't know. Let us know what you thought of all of our stories today in the comments section down below, but that's going to do it for me here. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to smash that like if you like what you saw, subscribe for more great content every single day, and consider turning on your notifications to be alerted every time we upload a new video. Signing off, this is CJ, and I'll see you next time.